because it's much more, there is more weight on it.
Yeah, more people is looking at it because the first thing is jobless claims comes out week on week. It would be different if it comes out month on month, because the change would be significantly greater if you only check data once a month. But if you do it every week, maybe the change is less. But if you look at the 4-week interval, if you add up the changes over the past 4 weeks, it could be significant, but it looks significantly less or minor change because of the interval.
Yeah, it makes sense. I forgot that timing.
Yeah.
We have Philadelphia too.
Manufacturing index, yeah, we're going to talk about it. But if you guys want to give it a go and do an analysis, I'm all ears. I'm here to help.
Afternoon, Thomas.
Hello, Dorothy. How you doing?
Okay, survived after yesterday.
Ooh. Oh yeah, you left in the position after Trump posted that tweet?
Yeah, I was selling, after with the news, and then just left it, went to the beach, came back to see that nonsense.
You can't do that anymore, love.
Well, that's why I had stop loss, so I know.
Yeah, it's impossible to leave your positions unattended with Trump.
I know, it's true. Crazy. Can he actually? He can't fire now, can he?
He can. He can do anything he wants. He's the president of the United States.
Yeah, good.
He can do, but he needs a very good cause to do it. And I don't think that Trump would publicly attempt to attack the chairman of the Federal Reserve if he doesn't know that he has a chance to win.
Yeah.
He looks stupid, but he isn't.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, I know. Goldilocks. Okay, well, I'm gonna sell, and I'm just about to TP, and then I'll be okay for now.
Yeah, it's not easy to trade.
Say again, please.
No, you guys go ahead.
No, it wasn't me. Okay.
Bernard?
If I remember right, if the Philadelphia is higher, then it's bad for gold, right?
If Philadelphia manufacturing index is higher, then it's going to be obviously
bad for gold.
Yeah, bad for gold. But wow, there's huge volatility in the Philly manufacturing index. April obviously was so low because of the tariffs. A positive -4. How on earth did they manage to do it? Oh, because it was better than the forecast and the previous. But still negative. Mario said, as the president, you cannot change the Fed. Yes, he can, but it's a long procedure, and he needs a very good cause to present to the Senate or the government. I don't know who, but basically, it's not just one person who decides about the future of the Fed. That he has the tools to initiate this procedure and remove him from his position, not remove him from his position. Yes, he can legally. He's the president of the United States. But it's not just that, he's going to sack him from one day to another. He needs a very good cause that he needs to present to the Senate, maybe. I'm not too familiar with the US justice system or law system, but he can initiate the process to remove Jay Powell.
Even if if he does that, at what cost, like the markets trust G. Powell, and the Federal Reserve wouldn't be independent anymore.
Yeah, exactly. You mentioned a very strong word, which is central bank independence. Um, yes, he can
Well,
remove
you
his
said
before.
it the other day. I'm just repeating
Yeah,
what I
it's
learned.
central bank independence is markets are going to punish Trump, and Mariam, yes, he can remove before his term, but it's a very ugly procedure. It's not like he's going to sack him. He can sack him after his term is ended without any cause, but during his term, he needs a cause that he needs to present to the board of governors or senate, whoever is overlooking the Fed, because the Fed, even though it's independent, the Fed is responsible to report to the Congress or the Senate. I'm not too familiar with these two, but they need to report as well, the Fed. So it's independent in a way that the government cannot tell the Fed what to do, what not to do, but it's not independent. It's liable for the decisions. And you probably saw the Senate hearings of Jay Powell. I think twice a year he needs to do this stand up, and he get asked a lot of questions.
Yeah, it's
because he's
bullshit.
he's accountable.
Yeah, politically motivated questions. It's so
Yeah,
dumb.
it's a different yeah, but he's accountable for his performance and decisions. If he has fraud evidence, could be, but I don't think it has to be fraud. It can be, if he's incapable to do his job correctly, that's enough. That's a good cause. Okay, position is running in 10 pips. Sorry, 100 pips. No, 10 pips on both gold and US 30. YOLO man, what do you think about the last night movement? Panic buy only, or it wasn't. Well, the market punished Trump because what he said about Jay Powell. It panic buy, maybe, maybe not, but I would say just an immediate reaction, and it was a taster for Trump. What's waiting for him if he screws around with Jay Powell and the Fed. I wonder if I should stop summer trading. I've been saying this for years, guys, that I want to go on holiday in August for the whole month. But last summer was complete change. I mean, I had the best summer trading season last year, August. It was fantastic.
La iglesia de la Sagrada Familia se había convertido en un refugio para unos 500 cristianos y en algunos casos también musulmanes desplazados por los bombardeos israelíes y las órdenes de desplazamiento.
Muchas gracias. Internet live market sweep previous daily low and reject 1 hour order block. Yep, you know, if it makes money, just continue doing it. I can't comment on these. So welcome back everyone. We got 15 minutes until retail sales, jobless claims, and Philly manufacturing index. Position was already sent out for the members. We did the briefing as well. It was very brief briefing, short, because retail sales is a very simple data. So if I had to explain it again in a few words, retail sales is a very good gauge to measure the health of the US economy at the consumption level. The reason why I mention consumption, because US GDP is made up well above 70% from consumption. So it's a big chunk of the US GDP is coming from consumption. The change of goods and services, basically, how much money is circulating in the economy. And the more money is circulating in the economy, this is the circular flow of income. So the more money is circulating in the economy, goods changing hands, money is circulating, money makes the world go around. The more it goes around, the higher the GDP is going to be. And the higher the GDP, the hotter the US economy, or any economy, in fact. And the higher the reason or the fear of hotter inflation. And in my interpretation, retail sales is a very good gauge to measure this flow of money in the economy. The higher the retail sales, the more money is being circulated in the economy. Therefore, interest rates will stay higher for longer. And that is bearish for gold. Let me show you. Of course, interest rate expectations change week on week, depending on the situation, war. And if we have higher retail sales today, or hotter retail sales, gold will revisit 3,300. I don't think it's going to go any lower than that, of course, depending on the data. But if retail sales comes out hotter than expected, gold will go low and US 30 will bump. So I sent out 2 signals for the members. Oh, now US 30 looks like it wants to go down. We'll see. But basically US 30 is the opposite of the gold analysis. Hot retail sales or higher retail sales is good it's good for the US indices. Lower retail sales is bad for US 30 or indices in general. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm here to help. And the analysis I just explained now about how retail sales is affecting precious metals such as gold and indices such as US 30, my positions reflect on this speculation. I'm expecting higher retail sales given the fact that tariffs hasn't really affected the US economy or the global economy yet. It still needs some time to work its way through the economy, the global economy. So my positions, my current positions, which is a gold sell and a US 30 buy, which is not a financial advice, reflects on my analysis.
It's possible that CPI was higher than the retail sales can be lower.
Is it possible to... Can you repeat?
Retail sales it's possible that CPI was higher. So then it's possible retail sales could be lower.
What's the... yeah, it's possible. But when was CPI higher?
Say again, please.
Do you mention CPI or PPI?
CPI.
CPI. When was the last time when it was higher?
This week was, if the was coming out. Before that, I don't remember exactly. Well, last time was higher in February.
That was a long time ago.
But this week was the CPI was increasing like 0.3 points. So
yeah, but it takes time. So any change in CPI won't have an immediate effect on the economy, such as PPI. It takes months to work its way through the economy. Mattia Pinter, did you buy US 30 daily pivot, brother? Yeah, I'm buying US 30 at the daily pivot. Yeah, it's a little bit lower, but I have my stop loss low enough. I'm not trading big lots today. We got 9 minutes, 8 minutes still retail sales data. Yeah, retail sales is important because you can measure the US economy in terms of consumption, and as you know, consumption makes up about 70% of the US GDP. interestingly, gold started to move up, and what I noticed, just show you, just to show you. So gold is in an uptrend, and yesterday's big move, which was induced by Trump's stupid commentary about Jay Powell, which is still a big threat. That if he's really serious to fiddle with monetary policy issues, gold is not going to go any lower than 3,300. In fact, it can create a new all-time high in minutes. That's how serious central bank independence is to the markets. So overall, I have my bullish bias on gold, but I'm expecting slightly higher retail sales today. So I would sell until down to 3,300. Let me show you.
But later the Trump was saying he don't plan remove the Powell.
Yeah, but you know, his opinion or what he says changes minute by minute.
Indeed. And Thomas, I did watch the retail sale and PPI monthly. If the PP is lower, and then it's been the retail sales being higher. And if the PPI being higher, the retail sales being lower.
Is it month? So what is the lag between
month.
That? So 1 month.
Month of month. Yeah, month of month. I was watching.
But how is like 30 days? So if it last month PPI was higher, then retail sales got lower.
Like example, I'm gonna watch the May 15. The May 15 PPI was minus 0.5%, and retail sales was 0.1%. And the next month possible. Was and next month was the other side, other way. PPI was higher, sales was lower. I think it's possible it can be like March 13.